boarding school, man. Like, don't you think that that's the problem with school nowadays? A lot of creative people find school, because I know school was boring as shit to me, man. Like, I didn't learn new shit until I went to college and I took organic chemistry.
School, I've always done well at school, but not because I wanted to.
Yo, me too.
You understand?
Right.
Like, I remember in the 12th, because I can get things over on my mother in the 10th grade, because I think honors or AP's already 2 years advanced. I went to the office. I said, man, take me out of that, put me back in regular. So put me back in regular, there were no more classes to take. So I took 2 years of electives for my 11th and 12th grade year because I just didn't want to do it. I just wanted to, like, I could have went and been one of those ambitious kids who, like, dual enrollment, did college at 18, but that wasn't, I was good at school, but not because I was trying.
Okay.
It's just I understood it and I didn't have to study for it.
Okay.
The only interesting classes, oddly enough, where I took a sociology class and a critical thinking and ethics class in college. Maybe two of the only classes in my life that in chorus, that I ever saw myself enjoying and wanting to go back to.
No, bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, in college, I think all classes were boring to me until I got to organic chemistry and physics. That right there, I was like, oh man, this is so interesting, man. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I started smoking weed when I was 22, and that was literally at the time I was taking organic.
You were mind blowing.
Everything makes sense to me, man. When I smoked and I went to class, bro. Organic chemistry was my favorite subject after that.
What is organic chemistry?
Well, it's all about molecular compound. Like, you just breaking down to their level, to their atoms.
So at your core, you're a scientist inside.
Well, if you want to pursue that path, you're gonna have to take a lot of chemistry, just to know how shits are made. The periodic table, like what is nitrogen, what is water. People say H2O, but they don't know what H is. They don't know it's two hydrogen molecule and then one oxygen molecule.
I'm jealous that type of shit doesn't interest me. Is that bad? Like, I wish I had the type of thing in me to find that thing interesting.
No, you know what it is, man? You haven't had a good professor. That's literally what it is, man. Because once you have a good professor, like, okay, when I used to live in Miami too, I used to teach math at Dorsey College. And literally, kids there hated math. But when I started teaching math, man, I started telling them, like, I made it into a joke. I was like, okay, let's say algebra. X plus 5 equals 30. So I would tell my students, I'm like, that was before shit got politically correct.
Right.
I was like, yo, X, you want to get X by itself, all right?
Right.
So I was like, take that plus 5. Let's say plus 5 is Mexican.
Right.
And the equal sign is the border. You got to make it jump over the border. And now it was plus 5, now it becomes -5.
That's helpful.
Bruh.
That's
so
helpful.
now, the funniest shit was doing exams, watching the students like writing down, and they'd be like, oh yeah, so a Mexican jump over, and then, just hearing them going through it.
Jose Juan Pablo.
Right. So, like, as long as the teacher makes it fun, man, I think it's good. Because they always say, man, the two fastest way people learn is through laughing and through cursing.
I think about all the time, like, people, especially like police officers and like teachers, like, they don't pay them well enough for us to get the really good ones for a long time.
Right.
You understand? Like, especially cops, like the kind of cops that we have are just the niggas that we're left with. These aren't the elite niggas go to the CIA, the FBI, right. They're colonels. These are the niggas who just passed the academy. Right. 70%. Right. These are the niggas who we trust with our lives.
Right. Now you right, man. You right. Well, speaking of cops, bro, you grew up around, like, is it fair to say that you grew up around Little Haiti?
Yeah, I went to church there for 18 years of my life.
So did you ever get associated with like gang members? Like, Zoe Pound was alive then, right?
Okay, so I desperately wanted to be, but like my mother never let shit get that far.
Yeah.
Like, I tried. My mother was really, like, she was a single mother of 2 boys, so she was really heavy-handed. So like, I tried to be part of that thug shit, but she wasn't having it.
Why did you want to be part of that thug shit?
It was literally a kid raised by rap music, surrounded by a bunch of bullshit. Like, I had a high school job. I had like a teenage job in high school, and I still sold weed in high school just because I really wanted to do it. I made more money from my job than selling weed, and still sold it just to say that I sold weed.
Yeah.
That kind of kid.
That shit was appealing?
Just being able to have the bags in my socks. You need 5? I got you, man. That shit was appealing to me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But it was appealing. I mean, but then again, also the people around you. And then the music.
All right. So Trick Daddy was your
Oh
all-time.
my God.
Yeah?
I don't, maybe because I'm a thug.